Here we have a curious feline, Eric, about to explore the wild that is the Cotswolds. Eric and his brother Alfred are both part Maine Coon and do not like to get their paws wet. I mean, they literally refuse to go outside if the ground is slightly damp. After lots of hesitation, Alfred braves the wet patio and takes his first steps into the wilderness. No doubt he'll be back in 5 minutes, but at least for now, he's left the house. Eric tries a quick retreat, but runs into his human, who finally makes him leave the house and, unfortunately, get his paws wet. We now pick back up with Eric whilst exploring the fascinating Cotswolds mangrove, also known as Under a Hedge. He expertly traverses through the dangerous terrain, balancing on branches with ease whilst smelling random leaves on his epic 30-minute quest. Is this a way out? Never mind. But wait. In the distance, he spots an old go-kart, a potential for a faster way home back to bed. Although after a quick deliberation, he appears to decide to carry on the journey on foot. He maneuvers through the dense forest, ducking and climbing over branches whilst slowly edging towards a way out. Briefly stopping to look at the same tree that he got stuck up when he was a kitten, resulting in the entire family staying up all night trying to help him down. But wait, he's made it. A way out. He must now sit down to regain his strength before carrying on with his epic journey. He surveys the surroundings, thinking about what he will do next. We once again join back up with Eric as he finally leaves the deep Cotswold mangrove and appears back in the open grassy plains. He surveys his surroundings, looking for potential prey, a mouse, a bird, or perhaps even a squirrel to chase. At first glance, there doesn't seem to be any, which is a relief for Eric, as he really couldn't be bothered to run. He spots some kind of shed. This could maybe be a potential place to nap. He must take a closer look. He carefully balances along the stone wall, but quickly realizes this is not a good place to nap. So instead, he decides to sit down and think about what to do next. After what feels like an eternity, he's finally on the move again. He spots another shed. This one is open, another potential place to nap. Or, potentially, he could do some garden work and finally start pulling his weight around the house. But of course, he quickly decides against this and moves on. To nobody's surprise, he did not move far and is yet again sat on a wall surveying the grassy plains. He's now fed up of the fresh air, and even more so of having wet paws. He must start plotting his journey back home so that he can eat and go back to bed. It's now or never for the young feline. At last, he's made it and lets everyone know of his arrival. Both Eric and his brother Alfred have decided they're too posh to use a cat flap and will only use an open window or door. He meows in anger at not being instantly let back inside, even though the cat flap is open. He tries to push the wall over in frustration, but alas, his size doesn't allow him to do so. He now has to accept his fate, that he may be outside for another 2 minutes before someone lets him inside. Will the young feline survive? Find out on next week's episode of Alfred and Eric Explore the Cotswolds.